The Mad Woman's Secret. In the quiet village of Ndiakpu, where the birds sang in the morning and the breeze danced through the palm trees, lived a young man named Chisholm. Chisholm was known across the land for one thing: his heart of gold. Though he was the son of a poor palm wine tapper, his name opened doors because he always helped people without expecting anything in return. One hot afternoon, as Chisholm returned from the stream with his clay pot of water, he saw something strange near the village square. A woman with dirty clothes and scattered hair was talking to herself and dancing in circles. Children called her Nwanyi Era, the Mad Woman. But as Chisholm watched her, he saw something different. Her eyes were not wild like a mad person's. They looked sad, tired, and afraid. And her belly was round. She was heavily pregnant. The villagers always ran away from her or threw stones at her. But Chisholm didn't join them. "She is still someone's daughter," he would say. "If she's sick in the head, does it mean we must throw away her soul?" His friends laughed at him and gave him a name: Otuani Naiko Era, the one who loves mad people. That day she was sitting under a mango tree, rocking herself and whispering, "My baby, don't cry. Your father will come for us soon." Her real name was Adore, though no one remembered. Chisholm bent down and greeted her with respect, offering some cool water. She looked at him fearfully, but slowly took the water and smiled a small, shy smile. From that day, Chisholm always brought Adore food and fresh water. He gave her his late mother's old wrapper to cover herself during cold nights. As days passed, Adore began to change. She stopped shouting at the market. She stopped walking around naked. People noticed that the madness was fading like morning mist. One day, Chisholm sat with her near the river and asked, "Adore, tell me, who hurt you? Why are you here like this?" Adore's eyes filled with tears. "I was a schoolteacher in the city of Owerri," she said slowly. "I fell in love with a man who said he would marry me. I didn't know he had a wife and 3 children. When I became pregnant, he kicked me out. I lost everything. My job, my family, my mind." She began to cry. "I walked for days until I reached this village. I had nowhere else to go." Chisholm's heart broke. "You're not mad," he said. "You were just deeply wounded." Adore nodded. That night, they sat together in silence, listening to the crickets and the rustling trees. But not everyone in Ndiakpu was happy. Chisholm's closest childhood friend, Obinna, began to act strange. Obinna had once been like a brother to him, but jealousy had taken root in his heart. He couldn't stand how the elders praised Chisholm, or how the young girls giggled when Chisholm passed. "So you're now caring for a mad woman," Obinna mocked one day. "Maybe you've even planted your seed in her belly." Chisholm ignored him, but his heart was troubled. Then came the stormy night. Adore went into labor by the stream. The rain poured heavily, and lightning danced in the sky. She cried for help, but the villagers stayed indoors. Chisholm ran into the rain, searching until he found her under a tree. He took off his shirt to wrap her and, with trembling hands, helped her deliver the baby. It was a girl, beautiful and strong, with tiny fists and loud cries. Adore looked at Chisholm with grateful tears. "You saved my life and hers," she whispered. "You are my only family now." But the next morning, trouble began. Rumors flew like bats in the night. "Chisholm is the father of the mad woman's baby," one woman shouted in the market. "He's been hiding her and his shame." The elders called a meeting at the Igwe's palace. Angry voices filled the compound. "This is a disgrace," an elder spat. "A young man like Chisholm committing such shameful acts." Obinna stood silently in the crowd, pretending to be shocked. Chisholm denied the accusation, but many refused to believe him. Only Adore could speak the truth, but when they brought her forward, she was shaking with fear. "Chisholm did nothing wrong," she whispered. "He found me when I was broken. He cared for me. He is not the father of my child. The real father abandoned me in Owerri." The Igwe, an old and wise man, called for the Dibia, the village seer. "Let the gods judge this matter," he said. At the shrine, the dibia threw his cowries, read the bones and burned his herbs. Smoke filled the air, and the wind grew silent. At last, the dibia raised his hand. "Chisholm is not the father of the child," he declared. "But he is a man of light. The gods are pleased with him." The crowd gasped. The Igwe stood and nodded. "Then we owe this young man an apology. Let him be honored." Obinna turned pale. That very night, it was revealed that Obinna had started the rumor. The Igwe banished him from Diakpu for 7 years, saying, "The heart of envy brings only destruction." Chisholm was celebrated. Adore and her baby girl were given a small hut near Chisholm's compound. As the months passed, Adore grew stronger. She bathed regularly. She began teaching young children the alphabet under a mango tree. Her laughter returned. Her eyes glowed. The villagers now called her Animuo, the spirit mother, because her life was like one brought back from the dead. Years passed. The little girl, now 7, ran around the compound calling Chisholm Uncle Daddy. The whole village laughed with joy. One afternoon, Adore sat beside Chisholm and said, "You may not be her father by blood, but you've been more of a father than any man ever could." Chisholm smiled and replied, "I don't need a child to carry my blood. It is enough that I gave love when it was needed." And so, in Diakpu, the tale of Adore and Chisholm became a lesson passed from lips to ears, from old to young. A story that reminded people that even broken things can shine when shown kindness. Moral of the story: don't laugh at the broken. Sometimes the madwoman is a queen wearing pain. And the one you call a fool may be the angel who saves her.